Good afternoon, viewers of Northeast 8, bringing to you the weekly news roundup. On Sunday, in alarming news, data from National Crime Records Bureau has revealed a staggering 70% increase in suicides in India between 2011 and 2021. The concerning trend has been highlighted as a world-observed World Suicide Prevention Day on September 14. Particularly worrying is a rise in student suicides in Kota, a prominent coaching center hub in Rajasthan and other parts of the country. NCRB data shows that in 2021, a total of 13,089 students died by suicide, a significant rise from 7,696 reported in 2011. Students account for 8% of overall suicide victims, up by 2.3% from 2011. The most common reasons among individuals below 18 years of age included family problems, love affairs, illness, and failure in examinations. It can be mentioned that a significant portion of the illness category consisted of cases related to mental health issues, accounting for the majority. The data from 2011 to 2021 shows that the percentage of suicides attributed to failure in examination among all age groups in India averaged 1.8%. Since 1998, India has consistently reported over 1 lakh cases of suicide annually, with 2021 marking an all-time high of 1,64,000 suicides. NCRB data indicates a continuous upward trend in suicide incidents in India since 2017. On Monday, both the Angami Baptist Church Council and Pom Baptist Christian Association have reaffirmed the commitment to the Nagaland Liquor Total Prohibition Act of 1989. This decision emerges in the face of growing demands from civil society organizations based in Dimapur seeking the revision of the Act. The ABCC, through its Executive Director Reverend Dr. Rachle Vihenyo, emphasized the Church's role as the conscience of society, expressing deep concern over the voices pushing for repealing the NLT Act. The Church underlines that while the Act is not without its flaws, its poor implementation rather than its intent is the main issue. As a solution, the ABCC is urging the state government to bolster its efforts and earnestly implement the Act for the betterment of future generations. On the other hand, the PBCA is drawing attention to the cultural and historical significance of the Act, reminding that it was forged out of the tears, emotions, and dedication of Naga mothers, church leaders, and visionary state leaders. Highlighting the Act's positive effects like reduced violence against women, lesser alcohol consumption among men, and decreased road mishaps, the PBCA calls for a complete ban on all liquor types in the state. However, it is worth noting that as of September 1st week, the evident inefficacy of the NLT Act, especially in Dimapur, has prompted CSOs to push for its revision, pointing out the surge in unauthorized liquor outlets in the city. Adding another perspective to this ongoing debate, Advisor for Labor, Employment and Skill Development and Excise, Motoshi Longkumar, expressed that alcohol consumption is ultimately a personal choice. Speaking on the occasion, he opined that such choices cannot be governed by state mandates, hinting at his favor towards repealing the NLT Act. With this varied perspective in play, the fate of the NLT Act remains in the balance, and its future direction will significantly impact Nagaland's socio-cultural and economic landscape. Stay tuned for further developments on this front. On Tuesday, Nagaland Chief Minister Nipurio introduced the Nagaland Municipal Bill 2023 on the second day of the 14th Legislative Assembly session. The bill, aimed at addressing long-standing public concerns, is set to be reviewed by the Select Committee for further evaluation. Central to the new bill is a provision of 1/3 seat reservation in urban local bodies for women, a directive of the Supreme Court. The Chief Minister expressed satisfaction that tribal bodies and organizations have now shown a keen interest in progressing the matter. The new bill replaces the Nagaland Municipal Act 2011, which was repealed due to consistent opposition and concerns over its alignment with Article 371A. The ULB polls had seen stiff resistance from tribal communities and citizens alike. Minister for Power and Parliamentary Affairs KG Kanye underscored that earlier attempts to implement the 2001 Act caused significant administrative disruption. However, recent consultations with stakeholders have reached a consensus on the new bill, though some differences emerged post-discussion. The Supreme Court's recent verdict emphasizing respecting Naga's unique Article 371A ensured the local customs would remain untouched. The court has also slated further review on September 26, 2023. During discussions, several legislators, including Minister for Women Resource Development Salutuno Krese and Advisor for Industry and Commerce Hekani Jakalu, the only two women in the present NLA, supported women's reservation, recognizing it as a constitutional obligation and an avenue to enhance women's participation in decision-making processes. On Wednesday, Nagaland rolled out the Ayushman Bhava campaign, a significant healthcare initiative aiming to provide comprehensive medical care for all its citizens. Launched by Chief Minister Nipurio at Raj Bhavan in Kohima, the campaign comes as a response to President Draupadi Murmu's nationwide call from Gandhinagar. Governor of Nagaland, speaking on the occasion, highlighted the vision of ensuring no citizen misses out on healthcare due to financial hurdles. He stated that the initiative would offer a broad healthcare package, the goal not just being financial assistance, but a transformation of the country's healthcare ecosystem with a focus on using technology for transparent monitoring and seamless service access. Health and Family Welfare Minister P. Paiwang Konyak informed that Ayushman Bhava is an umbrella initiative aimed at spreading awareness about various health schemes. Paiwang highlighted efforts such as the weekly health melas and the Ayushman Sabha, village and ward meetings aiming to boost healthcare service utilization and awareness. On Thursday, the BJP and Congress have both issued whips to the respective MPs, ensuring their presence during the upcoming 5-day parliament session starting on September 18. Key agendas are expected to be discussed, including the bill on the appointment of the Chief Election Commissioner. This proposed bill contrasts a recent Supreme Court judgment suggesting a panel that comprises the Prime Minister, the Leader of Opposition, and a Cabinet Minister. India has seen a few special parliament sessions in the past. The last one was held in 1997 to celebrate 50 years of independence. Earlier sessions commemorated the Quit India movement in 1992 and the Silver Jubilee of India's independence in 1972. On the national headlines, the National Judicial Data Grid has been set up for case transparency, of which Supreme Court has now become a part of the platform. This will allow the public to view real-time data of cases pending in the Supreme Court. Established in 2015, the NJDG has been instrumental in the implementation of IT tools to expedite the justice system. Currently, it houses over 23 crore orders and judgments related to civil and criminal cases. On Friday, the Nagaland Legislative Assembly has unanimously passed a resolution opposing the Forest Conservation Amendment Act of 2023. Minister of Environment, Forest and Climate Change, Seal John, highlighted the House's concern over potential infringements on traditional ownership and the usage of forest lands by tribal communities. The move comes after tribal representatives expressed strong objections to certain provisions of the Act during a state government meeting earlier this month. Nagaland and Mizoram remain the only states in the Northeast to pass such resolutions against the Forest Amendment Act. The NLA is now looking into the possibility of introducing its own act, emphasizing the protection and compensation for any diversion of tribal and community-owned forest lands. Starting October 1, a birth certificate will now serve as a single document for a wide range of services. Thanks to the recently passed Registration of Births and Deaths Amendment Act 2023, individuals can now use the birth certificate for tasks like school admissions, driving license applications, Aadhaar and passport issuances, and marriage registrations. This amendment aims to streamline public services, create a national database of registered births and deaths, and promote digital registrations. The law also simplifies the registration process for various categories of children, mandates medical institutions to report causes of death, and strengthens penalties under the Act. In efforts to step up upcoming election of 2024, the Nagaland Pradesh Congress Committee is adopting a new approach to improve the grassroots outreach. NPCC President S. Supong Meren Jamir, during a meeting held at Congress Bhavan Dimapur, announced during a district tour a fresh strategy where a secretary will be assigned to every constituency, working collaboratively with other committee members. The structure aims to address electoral issues, enhance coordination, and ensure a stronger grassroots presence. Jamir emphasized the importance of identifying potential candidates and urged party workers to unite for better results. A senior NPCC leader also dismissed speculations regarding Narendra Modi's government consolidating power for 2024, predicting that the INDIA bloc, comprising major national and regional parties, will challenge the BJP's dominance in the upcoming elections. Stay tuned for more updates.